Live from Las Vegas, it's Keto Cooking. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Glover, the Keto Cook. Well, today it is like 40-some degrees outside. Bright sunny day, wind blowing, blustery. It's cold. To me, it's cold coming from 120 degrees this past summer. All right, but you know what? Today we're going to do something simple, but it's very nutritious, and you know what? It's very low carb, and it is going to be chicken soup, okay? Yep, Jewish penicillin, whatever you want to call it, but it is good, and it's really great for our systems. Let's get going. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a 2-pound chicken. Now, I like to use the whole chicken. To me, that's a true chicken soup. Like I said, it's like 2 pounds. Not that much meat on it for me to roast it just for the two of us, but that's going to go into the soup. Also, I'm going to be using some carrots, some onion. I got some frozen celery leaves and some cut up little bit of pieces there, a little bit of garlic. And I'm also going to be throwing in some of this chicken broth to go with it. So now I have a 4 or 5 quart pan that's on the stove with half water in it. I'm getting that heated up, and we'll be getting ready to throw in Mr. Chicken. Okay, we're on the early stages of it starting to boil, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Mr. Chicken here, and what I like to do is I like to start the chicken in the pot without anything else, okay? And just let him get cooking faster, and then I'll add in the other components just before we bring it down to a simmer. Okay, now to my mirepoix here, I'm going to be adding in a little bit of thyme. Now, I'll put it on the vegetables. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just got everything out here now and just might as well do it. The chicken's boiling away, pretty nice. I already put a little bit of parsley in it. I'm going to add some ground coriander. It's a little bit of rosemary, not too much. This can be overpowering, but for the length of time that's going to cook, it mostly would. I just want that bold flavor added to it. Now in there also I put some bay leaf. Okay, I'm going to add a little Tommy spice to it. Now I'm probably going to re-season this whole thing all over again, and I'm going to add some parsley flakes that I buy in the store, and Marie dries them, and then we crumble them up, and that goes into all our stuff. We like to do this kind of stuff because we seem to trust it a little bit more than just buying store-bought stuff. That's just me. And now from these bags, we're going to use some of the tops of the celery. Put that in there like that. And also some of the other smaller ones, celery, put in there. Now we're going to dump this into the soup. Alright, trying to stay away from the steam, but it didn't work. Alright, now I'm going to be putting in all of our components into this. Just going to let this go. Chicken stock, and I'm going to add this in just a little bit. Now I have two other ones, two larger ones that I'm going to be putting in because we're going to actually cook this down. I'm going to get this to be a nice, hearty, thicker soup. Okay. I mean, when I say thicker, it's not going to be like a gravy, but I want it to be a little bit more concentrated, concentrate the flavors. As the water boils down, it's actually going to cook the chicken, and all of the schmaltz is going to come out of it, if you know what I mean. Alright, through the magic of video, it's been about 2 hours, so I'm going to pull this away from me. And Mr. Chicken is ready to come out, and we had it on a low simmer. Alright, and you can tell right now, you can see some of that skin wobbling wobbling by the legs. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to put them into a strainer and just let it sit there until it cools off, and then Marie is going to strip the meat down. But meantime, I'm still going to let this simmer. Just, as you can see, it's all falling apart. So what does that tell you? She's a cook. Okay, just to get an idea, I mean, it's pull apart and hot. Just going to pull it apart. And then what we'll do is I'm just going to let this keep going, and I'm going to, no need to put the carcass back in. Carcass is done, I think we got enough out of it. But now it is time to put the meat back into the soup, and it should be done. That's it. Okay, now a few weeks back I roasted up some chicken, and like I always like to do is I like to save some of the juice that's on the bottom, because you can always use it for something. And this is it right here. It had onions in it at the bottom of the pan. We save it. That's all going to go in. That's all good flavor. Now this is going to give it that roasted chicken flavor. The whole idea is about building up the flavors. Now I'm going to give this a nice stir. If you can, if you see bay leaves that are floating, you can take them out. But I remember my mother saying, "All right, here's your soup. See if you can find a bay leaf." Unbelievable. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit more of the seasoning, like I said before. This is thyme, coriander, and also some crushed parsley that we had. Put that in. Just going to stir this around a little bit more. Well, there you have it. And we'll put the lid on this and just let this simmer until the meat is done. Now Marie is taking little pieces of chicken off. Takes the bones and the skin and whatever cartilage is left. And we'll just throw that out because you know what? It's spent. At this time, it is. I don't think you could use it too much more. So, all right, there you have it. I'll show you when we're all done with our keto chicken soup. Well, there it is, right there. I mean, the aromas are unbelievable. Now, chicken soup's been around a long, long time, and if you're not feeling well, or even if you were out the night before and had a heavy meal and did some drinking, this is it right here. Look at that. Very cheap to do, very keto friendly. There it is. Everybody check back next week. We will be cooking something else. Tom Garber, the Keto Cook. Thank you.